This is Magic Puffin, and welcome to Hollow Knight, where today I am doing the Pantheon of the Artist. The second Pantheon, which has even harder boss fights, meaning it could possibly take twice as long to beat, which is really fun for me. Well, let's get right into this. I would not want to do bindings, don't want to make this challenge any more difficult than it already is. Okay. Looks like for the first boss we got 0, I think, is how you pronounce that. This boss is really interesting. I died way too much on this boss the first time I fought it, but he was fun. He was actually the first warrior dream I fought, so definitely a tricky one. I didn't have as many upgrades as I do now, but now that I've fought him before and beat him, it's pretty easy to see a pattern. As long as you keep moving, he can't really hit you. And quick and easy. Looks like for this second boss we have Crystal Guardian. This was actually the first ever boss I beat on my first try. The obvious why, it's a really simple boss. I think he's hitting me way too much here, but even quicker. The third boss, Soul Master. Probably one of the most annoying bosses I ever had to fight. I definitely did not have as many upgrades as I had now, because you actually don't have any abilities besides the first one you get, and the dash. So he's a lot easier to beat now. I only had one nail upgrade when I first fought him. It's actually really easy, and I'm surprised I died as much as I did on this guy. Oh, this part's really cool. Now we're getting into his second phase, where he is just going to continuously try to slam into me. Over and over again. But right here you can just hit him. With the full nail upgrade, it should only take a little bit for me to take him out. Oh, snap. Usually you can just take him out. Now I have to go through this whole phase again. Okay. Not bad. Definitely could have taken him out a bit quicker, but that works. And yeah, okay, these guys I don't really want to talk about these guys. The Oblobbles, however you say that. The Oblobbles. Lovely boss. I honestly probably my favorite boss. Favorite. Definitely not sarcasm. Yeah. Once you take one of these guys out, the other one will not leave you alone. Flipping out. This is actually, probably the hardest boss in this entire Pantheon, even harder than the final boss, I'm not even joking. It's crazy how powerful this boss is. Super annoying, and you can see this is where I get my first death of many, but we do get to fight him again and again. It gets fun. Here we fight them again. I try to hit this one, get him out as fast as I can. First one down. And then I heal up for the second one before rushing in with all the Abyss Shrieks I can do. Hit him again, get enough soul, and kind of just start pogoing him on the top. Really annoyed that I died to this boss so many times. This is not the second time I fight this boss. I actually die a lot more on this boss. I think about 4 times before finally getting back to it and killing it. And then we go on to the next boss, who thankfully is the Mantis Lord's An Amazing Recovery. Probably the coolest boss in this Pantheon, honestly. I like how this fight goes. I like their attacks, I like how they're so fast, especially when there's 2 of them. Definitely, like, a nice, satisfying boss fight to recover from the pain I just went through. Finish them up, fall on the spikes. I get really close to dying right here, but anytime I get to 1 heart, or 1 mask, I always just enter this mode where it's like, I cannot get hit or I'm going to die, unless it's like the final boss or they are moving too much. If I know how a boss works, then as soon as I'm at 1 mask, I'm like, okay, I need to stop messing around. After the Mantis Lords, we get this lovely hot spring where I can full heal. I do change up my charms a little bit before heading on to Marmu. I did have the Wayward Compass equipped for the entirety of the challenge up to that point. Marmu, the only Warrior Spirit I got first try, and barely, I'm pretty sure I had 1 mask left. An annoying one, kind of. Cool, I really like the character, the voice, fun, but just gets annoying sometimes. And then we go into Nosk, who had the creepiest reveal of any other boss, because it's like, oh, there's another guy like me, let's go! And then it turns out it's this creature, who is incredibly crazy, and just runs everywhere, and just loves jumping up to the ceiling and spraying you to death. I die on Nosk here, and I die on Nosk again in the run before finally getting back and fighting Nosk now. Nosk, I feel like I shouldn't have died on so much, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Sometimes you just aren't feeling it. But after beating Nosk, go on to the next boss, who I think is actually really easy, and I did really bad on my first attempt. Like, when I first met this boss just randomly in game, destroyed it. Here, though, you'll see I let these things bully me way too much before actually dealing any damage to the main boss. I lose 3 masks right off the start, before finally deciding to go in and pogo it. I get hit off 3 hearts. I get kind of scared here. It's like, no way I'm dying to the easiest boss in the game. I do think Fluke Marm is easier than even Gruz Mother. At least, kind of. Broken Vessel, I almost said Lost Kin there. An easy boss that I feel like I died way too much in game. Kind of cool, honestly, because it is like another vessel like you, just corrupted by the goo. I just have to take out our little friend here, nice and easy. Pretty cool boss. Definitely not too difficult. Only died a few times on this one the first time I fought it. Mostly because I was learning how the boss worked. Getting through the phases. Then we finally get Godseeker, who I really don't think likes me. He says, "Ah, will the gods not relieve us of this troublesome speck? How it tests us, seeing this worm raise its filthy weapon to the gods. Thou hast luck beyond luck, O speck. The gods of this pantheon, for purpose beyond our understanding, allow you amongst them. Truly, the divine punishment they must be planning for you will be beyond all reckoning. Prepare thyself, prepare thyself." Honestly, I really like the dialogue of those characters. And prepare myself, I didn't, which is... couldn't really. You don't have this boss unlocked until you fight him. Paint Master Shio, the 3rd brother, and a painter. As you can see, loves throwing paint around. Also has a nail art, which is a yellow move. Really annoyed me. Really powerful move. Always catches me off guard. I really sluggish in this fight, I feel. Like everything felt slow, because I had no idea what this person was gonna do. This bug. I had no idea what they were doing. I just was trying to stay alive, learn the moves, because I knew I probably wasn't gonna first try this, and I was right. Kills me with the yellow move. I tried to dodge it, ended up hitting it on the head, dying. And here's the funny part. Before getting back to this boss again, it took so long. It felt like I died to the bobbles like 50 times again. They really didn't get any easier until my final attempt, but getting back to the boss the second time, not easy for me. I'm pretty sure I had to put the game down, took a break, came back, and then I finally beat the bobbles. And yeah, after this whole Pantheon, I don't think I ever want to fight them again. But it kind of hurt a little when I died to Shio again and again, until finally did beat Paintmaster Shio. It was so incredibly stressful. My hands were shaking. I was like, oh my goodness, I actually did it. I looked over at my brother, I was smiling, I'm like, oh, the third one's gonna be so much harder. But, it was done. I probably will go back to it eventually to do bindings, but, that won't be for a long while. Just gotta get ready for the third Pantheon. I was celebrating, jumping around in the game. Yeah, really fun boss. For this video, I really tried to do a more talkative, be more talkative. I hope it made the video better. I like how it turned out, and I will see you guys all in the next video. It won't be Hollow Knight related. I'm thinking about doing something for Halloween. I'm not quite sure yet, but stay tuned.